option. I heard you loud and clear. Now I know I'm in my power, and you're not welcome back here. It goes 3, 2, 1. I was seeing through your mask, then I course corrected self. Your manipulative tactics you can play on someone else. What is up, besties? It's your girl, the Karmic DF, back to you again with another video. And this time, besties, the one thing I will say is I already recorded it. Do not miss the ending, because the way I went in on Ryan, but then the end took a whole 180. You do not want to miss the end. I'm telling you right now. I did not see that coming. Y'all ain't going to see it coming. Unless you know him really well, then maybe you'll see it coming. But this reading was juicy, baby. So get some snacks, relax, get some tea, enjoy yourself. We about to talk about it, okay? So in today's video, what I wanted to cover was basically, why is Ryan Reynolds like that? You know what I mean? Ever since the whole It Ends With Us feud, like, we've been kind of figuring out that Ryan Reynolds isn't exactly the nicest of guys. And, you know, he's rich and he's steamrolling Justin Baldoni, trying to take the rights to the movie. It's been messy. It's been ugly. And so I was like, you know what? We need to know what the fuck's going on. Like, who are you for real, though? Like, it's reminding me of that little kid that went viral, where he's like, wait a minute, who are you? Like, that's how it feels. So I did the reading last night, and I'm not going to lie, I was a little shocked at the end. So in the video, Taylor Swift does come up, I'm going to tell you. Blake Lively is obviously mentioned. The It Ends With Us debacle is mentioned, and I kind of cracked the code as to why he's jealous of Justin, so that was interesting. So as always, this is all alleged, and for what? Yes, you're right, correct. It's alleged and for entertainment purposes only, bestie. There are zero facts here, none whatsoever. Just a crazy lady that talks to the dead. She can't possibly know. She can't possibly know. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Like I said, the ending does a twist, and honestly, it made me sad, so maybe you might get the sniffles as well. Maybe grab some tissues. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say other than take a seat, relax, enjoy. I've kind of decided that my channel is more of like a TV show than it is like a TikTok, you know what I mean? Because I do these long-winded readings. I want to look into it. I want to deep dive. And that's, I think, what I'm going to try to lean towards moving forward. But I need to know what you guys want for future videos as well. So don't forget to always check out the community poll. I will probably put one out tonight. And yeah, I think that's it. Also, I will be reopening. Finally, it's happened to me. Y'all, this is what it's like to be my friend in real life. Finally, I'm opening up readings. So if you sent me a message to be put on the wait list back in November or December, keep an eye out for your email, because I have finally freaking caught up. I never thought it was going to happen. But then spring came and your girl has been outside. She already got a little tan. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling alive. I needed it. I needed the good weather. I hope that you guys are feeling it too. Spring is here, baby. I feel it. So without further ado, you know what? As a treat to y'all, because I'm in a good mood and I think that I should do this, I'm going to bring back the general message today. I don't know if I'm always going to have the energy for it, but I think today what I'm going to do is a general message for the collective. So if you want to see the general message, stick around. If not, that's okay. We always got timestamps, so you could click around to see what you want to see, okay? Because I be seeing these comments where they're like, yo, the video's like, it starts 12 minutes in. Bitch, I know, I put the timestamps up. Like, it's right there. So, you know, if you want to skip ahead, you could do that. That's okay. But I don't know what else to say other than this reading is intense. It made me look at Ryan Reynolds in a completely different way, and it's honestly going to make me look at celebrities as a whole in a different way. This reading kind of opened my eyes to what we don't really get to see, but what we've been seeing. There's like a common theme in the industry alone, where it's like, if you're feeble, I guess would be the word that's popping into my head, if you're more moldable, if you had, you know, parents that were absent, or if you're like a people pleaser, someone who needs validation, you're going to do well in this industry because they're going to manipulate you. Allegedly, no facts here. So, you know, and also in my 2025 prediction, I had said that they're going to be poaching people off of places like YouTube and stuff because they're looking for authenticity. And then what? Mr. Beast is now on Amazon. So if you're somebody who wants to be famous, but you're afraid of the industry and all that stuff, Make that YouTube, bestie. Make that TikTok. Make that Spotify. Make that Etsy shop. Do what you got to do, because we're heading into a place of authenticity. That's what we want right now. This is why celebrity culture is kind of dying down, because we don't want fake people no more. I'm hearing in my head, no more drama. No drama. We don't want perfectly curated images. We want real ass people. And I don't know about y'all, but I feel that way too. So as always, this is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. There are no facts here. Don't forget to check out the community poll, because I'm going to make one probably later tonight. And without further ado, depending on where I see you next, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok if it's not banned. And that way you'll be the first to know when a video comes out. But all legend and for entertainment purposes only, besties, depending on where I see you. Let's get into it. So if you guys stuck around for the general message, then this message is for you. As always, this is a general message, so take what resonates. Do not let it take away from you. I don't know if anybody remembers my regulars here. I had told y'all that I got a whole bunch of new shit that I wanted to mess around with. So we got stickers, and I got the little tea stuff. Remember how I did that for a little bit? We're going to do that again. So, I feel like I'm seeing the rainbow, so I think whatever we're all going through, I think it's almost over. That's one thing I'll say right away. Yeah, because I'm hearing the song, Spring Love, Come Back to Me. One more. Okay. And then we'll do... Oh! These are not the... Bitch. These are the... Oh, I forgot I got these. If you can't hear from that, they're actually charms. Your girl. Y'all, I woke up like an hour ago. Bear with me here. Okay, who's looking for their soulmate? Who's looking for their love? Okay, so for the singles, besties, someone's around the corner. That's one thing I'll say right away. I think some of you you're learning how to defend yourself, because, okay, it's going to be hard to kind of show y'all what I got here, but there's 2 seahorses. So for me, that's like someone that gets us, someone that's a little weird like us, someone that, yeah, I'm hearing a song, I'm different, yeah, I'm different, someone that gets us. And with this like lobster here, this also reminds me of the show Friends, where it's like, you're my lobster, because apparently lobsters like hold claws down the whatever. If you've seen it, y'all know what I'm talking about. I think some of you guys have been going inwards to heal, so you've had to create like some form of, not necessarily a defense mechanism, it's just, think about the crab that has the shell to protect its soft inside. So we got some empaths, some sensitives in the chat. What's up, bestie? I feel you. And you haven't been able to find that depth, because with these whale fins here, it's like I haven't been able to find people that really get me. So this doesn't always mean love. It could also mean friends. Like if you've been cutting off a lot of people and you're like, when is my tribe coming? I got news for you, bestie. It feels like this is the gear. So put yourself out there, because this also came out, which is floss. I don't know if y'all can see it, probably not. But it reminds me of like getting to the nitty gritty. So I think we've all been doing some healing work. I love that for us. Yes, queens, kings, yes. And because you've been doing that work, you're going to be rewarded. I see like magnetism to people that are right for you. So I feel like Spirit's kind of asking you, get out there, go have some fun, go live your best life, and your people will find you. It's like, you know, when you are in chaos and you don't heal, so you're constantly attracted to chaos, and it's easy to attract people that are also chaotic. This is giving me the vibe of like, we've done the healing work. We went in, we avoided people because we were trying to heal. Maybe a lot of people got left in the dust because they weren't like us, is what I'm hearing. And now we're headed to a place where we know ourselves. We're going to peacock. We're going to honor who we are. We're not ashamed of who we are anymore. We're just going to be us and hope that our people come in. And because we're kind of letting go and letting God, or whatever you believe in. And if you're not already in this energy, this is where you're headed. So again, take what resonates. It does. Some of you might already be there where you're like, I'm ready for my people to come in. Some of you are still cutting stuff that doesn't serve you. Some of you are still working on the nitty gritty, but this is helping you into a place of, I'm going to find my people. I'm going to find friends that actually value me and accept me for who I really am. And I feel like you guys really worked well on your boundaries with this lobster here. You're going to be able to, if you're worried about getting back out there, whether it's for relationship, friendships, you know yourself pretty well. So you'll be able to cut off and see the bullshit quicker than you realize. So if you used to be a people pleaser and you're working on that and you feel like, oh no, I don't want to do the same thing again, deep breaths, bestie. You've done more work than you give yourself credit for. It's going to pay off. And you're going to realize that when you get back out there. Some of you might be like me, where you're like, I really just want to chill with my cat, read a book, and y'all can just piss off because I don't want that drama no more. But you're emanating this energy of relaxation, calm, peace, nurturing. And because you're emanating that energy instead of like chaos and like, oh, I need a quick fix and oh, I need to run away from myself, you're going to be attracting people that are like you. We attract what's going on internally. Our external always reflects our internal. So if we're giving off this peaceful vibe, we're going to be drawing in people that are going to have that same type of energy. So I love that for us, besties. Let's go. Okay. My anxiety is chronic, but this ass is iconic, bitch. Exactly. It's like, I understand that I'm not perfect. I understand that, you know, I got my flaws. Everybody does. But that's not going to hold me back from loving myself. I can love me, including my flaws, right? Like, for instance, I'm highly sensitive. I'm not great in crowds. I'm not great in large groups of people, but that doesn't mean I'm less of a person. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of you might have tried to go with like what everybody else tells you to be, and it really made you miserable. And so you're like, all right, I guess I'm going to be alone. I guess I'm just going to die alone. And you went inwards, and you were supposed to do that. That was part of the process. You were supposed to be alone. You were supposed to deal with, why am I anxious? Why do I feel like I'm not enough? And whether you're still working on this, it depends. There's a spectrum here where some people are still working on it. If you're doing this right now and you don't feel fully like you love yourself yet, you're getting there. You're going to get there, and you're calling your people in. Yeah, I'm hearing the song Calling All Angels. So it's like, with that juicy peach there, it's like, I just feel like there's a lot to be excited for in the future, in the upcoming months. I feel like summer specifically for a lot of you is going to be a lot more rewarding than you expect it to be, because even though, you know, maybe I'm anxious, maybe I'm not really ready to meet new people, maybe I'm really not ready to, and then my screensaver has 2 dolphins that look really unique and different. It's like, and they're underwater. So it's like, maybe you crave depth, but you've been dealing with shallow people. Yeah, I'm hearing that song Shallow, but I don't actually know the words. You're finding your soul tribe. You're finding, if it's, you're single, you're budding out, you're spreading your wings, you're allowing yourself to be you out loud. And that's what's going to be the magnet that brings in the people that you deserve. Poetic steam hippie. I don't even know what the fuck that means, but there's a cat and a peace sign. So it's giving me like, think about the cat, right? It doesn't jump into things. It observes, it watches, and then if it feels safe, it's going to let people in. That's the energy that you're stepping into. Whereas like the golden retriever vibe kind of gives off like anxious attachment, right? I need you, I need you, I need you. Whereas the cat is like, I'm good on my own, but if you fit with me, then I'm going to make that work. And because you've tried to find peace and you're working on peace, that's what's coming in for you. More peaceful people, more peaceful situations, more joy, more happiness, more things that align to you. So I feel like this year specifically, and this is timeless, so whenever you see it, this is your year of yes. I'm seeing the movie Yes Man in my mind's eye, so it's like, take that leap of faith, believe in yourself. If you feel like you should be going out, but part of you is like, oh, I'm just going to have to deal with assholes again, put that to the side. That was your old timeline. You've cut that off because you've dealt with it. The donut dude. Yeah, I think a lot of you are just kind of like hippies like myself. If you don't resonate with that word, that's fine. But it's like, I just want peace, man. I just want love. I just want to chill and vibe. Maybe, yeah, I'm hearing the song Here by Alessa. I never get her freaking last name right. Alessa something Clara, where she's like, excuse me if I seem a little unimpressed with this, an antisocial pessimist. And the whole song's like, I don't want to be out partying. I want to discuss like our big dreams, how we plan to take over the planet. You're finding your tribe. You're finding your people. And I love that for you. Yeah, magician card right there on the sticker. Magician. You have manifested this. You asked. Yeah, that girl that passed away, that was a huge TikToker that exposed people. I can't remember her name. Feel free to drop it in the comments. But when she was always like, you want more, I'll give you more. That's your spirit team right now. It's like, you want better? You did the work, you're healing, you're transmuting, you've done the work, so you're bringing it in. This could even be job too. Like, you're healing, you've decided you want more out of life, and so you're like, you know what, this job's not good enough. I want more. And Spirit was like, heard you loud and clear, we're going to give you more. So if some of you have been thinking about leaving a job because you're not happy, start applying to new jobs, because your energy is saying, I deserve more, and so the universe has to comply with it. It's like universal law.
And then finally, the wolf. Yeah, you're taking on any challenge. You're being the person that you've always needed. I love how much color's on here, which again is reminding me of like expansion. It's reminding me of hope. It's reminding me of happiness. So you're headed to a place where you're going to find your people. And I love how on this wolf, which you probably can't see because the camera's too far away, but there's a third eye on the wolf. So it's like I've been intentionally listening to my gut, my intuition. What do I want? Who am I? Like that's kind of the vibe here. Who am I really? And what do I want in the future? And how do I align to that? And the more you listen to that, the more you're going to get what it is that you want out of life. And I'm also noticing how much green is on the wolf. So it's like we're following our heart, we're listening to it, and it's going to get us to where we need to be. I feel like we need to end it on, my anxiety is chronic, but this ass is iconic. This is like, I'm not perfect. I'm not meant to be perfect, and I should be loved for every single part of me, even if I don't fully like it all the time. And you're going to find people that are like, yeah, I'm hearing that song Cheerleader. You're going to find people that are going to build you up instead of tear you down. I think a lot of you have dealt with people that projected on you, that wanted you to play small. I'm seeing like a budding. So like you felt like you had to fold yourself in like an origami to have people around. But it's like, I feel lonely in this crowd of people because they're not my people. And that's okay. We want quality over quantity. So you've manifested that with the Magician card coming out. You've manifested it. It's coming in. Trust in that. Keep, especially with that cat on the hippie symbol, keep allowing yourself to just be. Just let love in. Let your, be, yeah, with arms wide open. Like that's the vibe. Like trust that the people that are meant to be in your life are going to come in, and trust. I feel like a lot of you have been trusting that part already, where it's like if people are falling away, it's because they're meant to fall away. They're not for this next chapter of your life. But this reads to me like someone who is in the process of figuring out who they are. And with this little hippie dude, right? Like, he don't give a fuck. He's wearing whatever he wants to wear. He wants to wear bright colors. He's going to do that. He wants to have bright hair. He's going to do that. He wants to be extra. He's going to do that. It's kind of giving me this vibe of, I'm not too much. Maybe you're just not enough. You know, it doesn't mean that someone's better or worse. It just means that we're not all meant to fit into one box. Notice how like the schooling system doesn't really give way for the creatives. I feel like a lot of you are unique and different, and you've wanted that, but you haven't been able to receive it back. And Spirit's telling you, because you are doing the work, or because you have done the work, where you can go simultaneously, yeah, I'm not perfect, but I'm still worth it. That's what's getting you this manifestation, where you're going to find like-minded individuals that are going to make it all worth it. And you're going to go, oh my God, this is what it was all for. Yeah, I'm hearing the song, Baby, This Is What You Came For. Lightning strikes every time she moves, and everybody's watching her, but she's looking at you. I think a lot of you didn't realize your worth because you were kind of like the giver, the fixer, the people pleaser. And then you just kind of went, or you're in this place where you're like, you know what, I don't want this shit no more because it's not fulfilling me. And because you've said that, you've manifested new back into your life. You're manifesting hope, promise, people that actually align with you, and you're going to be really happy that this is what's coming in. So the main message here is you're doing amazing, sweetie. You're doing a great job. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep trusting the plan. You know, if you've been lonely and isolated, there was a purpose for that. It's like the seasons all have to come in, right? The winter has to come in, but spring is just around the corner. And I'm hearing just around the river bend. So it's like, keep allowing yourself to just be you. Be you out loud. Don't be afraid to be seen. If people don't like you, fuck them. They're not your people. You know what I mean? But you're bringing in situations, people, places, things, all the nouns. You're bringing in things that are truly going to make your heart happy. Your heart, like I just see a big expansion in the heart chakra. So I really feel like you guys have been working on wounds, maybe childhood wounds as well. And it's going to bring in a lot of joy and happiness. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Let me know if you enjoy the general messages. I haven't done them in a while. This was kind of fun to do. I've been waiting since December when I got these stickers. I totally forgot about this. So just hold on to this little message as you're going about your days. My anxiety is chronic, but my ass is iconic. I'm perfect just the way that I am, bitch. I am flawless because my flaws make me who I am, which is perfect. Period. Okay? Period, bitches. Period. So I'm going to leave it here, besties. Let me know if this resonated for you. If you're still in the thick of it, because I feel like some of you might still be, releasing and healing, especially because it's Venus retrograde as I'm putting this out. You might be reflecting on old partners, old friendships, and being like, this hurts. But what I'm seeing is like splinters getting pulled out of you so that you could finally let healthy love in. It's like our society teaches us that crying is weak and that if you're thinking about your ex, it's wrong. But in reality, it's like you're pulling parts of you back from the past so that you can be you in your entirety, so that you can actually enjoy the things in your life. Look at the people around you that have the nice house and the nice cars and they have everything, but they're miserable because they never dealt with the shit inside of them. You're doing the work, or you've done the work. It's going to pay off tenfold. So keep going. Your spirit team's proud of you, and it's all going to pay off. It was not for nothing, is the vibe here. The pain, the tears, it was not for nothing. It was just so that you could release the old, so that new love, new happiness, new friendship, new chance opportunities can come in. So this year is the year of yes. If it feels right, say yes, because you'll be surprised with how much spirit wants to bring good things in for you. So I'm going to leave it here. Again, let me know if this resonated. Spirit's just coming through like a fucking wave. I think because Spirit wants to give you your flowers is kind of the vibe. It's like you're killing it, and it might hurt and it might look ugly, but it's going to look ugly to deal with the shit that we didn't deal with before. And especially with Venus retrograde, you're going to be thinking about things from the past. But it's honestly, it almost feels like we're feeling it to heal it. We're releasing it, bringing in the forgiveness, going, you know what, it happened, but it made me who I am today, and I love who I am today. I'm proud of who I've become, and now I'm going to go out there and get the people and the things, the situations that I deserve, because now I know I deserve it. My ass is iconic. So I'm going to leave it here, besties. Please let me know if you enjoyed it. If you want to be added to my wait list to get a private reading, email me. It's in the description box. And I will leave it here. I will see you at the Ryan Reynolds reading. All legend and for entertainment purposes only, besties. Let's get into it. All right, besties. Before we get into today's video, we are once again being sponsored by our most favorite crystal gemstone peoples. I can't think of the right word. Otterspirit.com. Now, if you're new here, I have been working with them for months. They are who I barely wear anything else. Like, can you guess which one isn't theirs? Like, look at this cheap one. I really need to talk to them about getting an orange one. But anyway, so we're going to unbox per usual as I tell you about them, because then at the end, besties, y'all get a disc code courtesy of me. So Otterspirit.com started back in 2020, where they had an encounter with otters, and they were just dedicated to helping otters ever since then. And so every time you buy a bracelet from them, you are helping contribute to the wildlife of otters. So you're basically helping save the otters, and who doesn't love that? And apparently we're nearing extinction. So California's wild sea otters population is now gradually recovering thanks to their efforts. So we love to hear it. We love to support small businesses. They've only been around for a little under 5 years, and they have grade A, AA, and AAA quality crystals. I am obsessed. So, okay. You get a card with each one. If you don't know what type of crystals you need, you can search through zodiac signs, what chakras, if you're trying to, maybe you need to talk better, you have trouble communicating your needs, or you want to expand on your third eye. If you're looking for intention setting, they even tell you how to care for your crystals. And this one here is AAA, and this is the mantra. So let's check out this one. I love these guys so much. They're all I wear now. Like, I'm obsessed. I really need to get an orange one eventually. But anyway, look at this. This is going to go so well with my other blue ones from them. Look at that. This is Soda Light. And now if you're new and you haven't heard, give me a minute. Hold on. Wow. Do you see that? That looks like the ocean. Like, this is so gorgeous. Oh my God. And see, that's the thing, right? Like, you could go on Amazon, you could go to your local smoke shop and buy that $8 cheapy bracelet, but it's gonna break, and it's not gonna be the quality that Otter Spirit has to offer. So do yourself a favor, use my discount code and get yourself actual solid crystals. And like I've said in prior videos, when we have things like, see how it has a little otter on it? We embody the animal. I don't know if you guys have ever seen my tattoos. I have a sleeve of animals because you can embody those energies. So if you have an otter on you, you can embody the energies. I'm going to try to remember to put a picture up of what the energies of otters are on here. But yeah, let's check out the next bracelet. How light. I stay calm in stressful situations. Oh my God. If anybody's been around for the astrology thing, This is going to be useful for me now. And again, zodiac signs. So if you don't know which ones that you need, they can help you with that as well. Apparently this helps with the crown chakra. So if you want to be a channeler, hey, bestie. And then to help balance, I stay calm in stressful situations. Your girl's always freaking stressed, man. I don't know if it's because I have so many Mercury placements, but shout out to the Gemini and Virgo placements in the chat. Oh my God. Every time, y'all, they send me it and then I put them away like a Christmas gift so that you guys see my reaction. Look at this. This is stunning. You can't get this type of stuff at your smoke shop. You can't get this at Amazon. Also, sorry about the red. I dyed my hair and I'm wearing most of it. So anyway, look at that. Freaking gorgeous. And like I said, they're a small business and we got to support our small business people. Like, screw Amazon. Let's help our people. And they help otters. Like, come on. Otters are amazing. And that was their whole initiative to start this, which is such a beautiful thing. Lapis lazuli. Oh, I guess it's about time for me to speak my truth, huh? Look at that. I'm connected to the infinite wisdom of the universe. Again, with the zodiac signs. I'm a Taurus rising, so that works for me there. Intuition, third eye again. And y'all know I channel for a living, so here we are. And look at this. Oh, that's going to match so beautifully with the other one. Hold up. Sorry, I forget to look at the camera because I'm like, ooh, for me. Ooh, yay. Freak out a little bit. Look at how gorgeous that is. Look at how well that's going to... I like to match. I'm really big into matching. Those look so beautiful together. Look at the blues. Do you see that? That's intense. I love that. That's really going to help with the throat chakra. I'm about to talk my shit this year, besties. So anyway, if you would like to help support sea otters, if you would like to help support small businesses that deserve to be seen, they have it based on zodiacs. They have different sizes so that you don't get the wrong one. Because when I first got one, I ended up getting a small by accident. It was very quickly resolved. They're wonderful. Quality customer service. Like, I just can't speak kindly enough to them. They're wonderful. They have authentic crystals. They're beautiful. They even have necklaces, I believe. I'm just not one to wear a lot of necklaces myself, but if you're into that, check them out. They also have a product warranty. So if there's any issues, just reach out to them. Like I said, I've talked to them before. I've never had an issue. They're wonderful. And they have grade A up to AAA. I don't even know what that means, but I feel like these crystals just speak for themselves. Like, just look at this. Are you kidding me? Like, look, don't you want to wear these? Like, I look like I'm rich. Like, I look like a rich bitch. Tell me I don't. Go ahead. Tell me I don't. They're so beautiful. So please do yourself a favor and treat yourself if you are in need of crystals, depending on what your needs are. They have everything you could ask for. My link to the coupon code will be in the description box. It'll also be in the pinned comment. Treat yourself, bestie. You deserve it. This company is amazing. I've talked to, I believe her name's Becca. Hey girl, what's up? Shout out. I love you so much. It's been such an honor to work with you guys, and they're just a wonderful business. So check them out. Give them a shot. Get a discount courtesy of your bestie. I hope that you guys enjoyed the unboxing. But without further ado, let's get into the video.
You thought I was an option, I heard you loud and clear. Now I know I'm in my power, and you're not welcome back here. It goes 3, 2, 1. I was seeing through your mask, then I course corrected self. Your manipulative tactics you can play on someone else.
All right, besties. So I'm sure you saw that 10 of cups fly right out. So we're just going to get right into it. As always, thank you to everybody that sits through 30 seconds of ads. It's a free and easy way to support my page. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you're new here. And please hit that like button so that more people can find it. Just leave a comment, an emoji if you're one of the silent watchers. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the support. But we are going to dive in. Is Ryan Reynolds a sociopath? Does he have some sort of issues? What do we need to know about him? And then, like, maybe if we get any information on how he's feeling about all this lawsuit drama. Let's get it. Let's go. All right. All legend and for entertainment purposes, only 0 facts here. I find it interesting that the 10 of cups flew out. I wonder how that's going to play out. Other people. Thumbs down. Oh, he does not like how his image is falling apart. I'll tell you that much. Oh, he's upset. It's almost like, notice how that face is sad? And there's that mother with the child. Okay, I gotta say it. He always expected people to only blame Blake. It's like throw the rock, hide the hand. He's being seen for who he really is. They're reminding me of how lately I've been seeing a lot of Mint Mobile commercials, and I don't know if you've seen them, but he's very like monotone, very like blah. I feel like that's his personality. We've done readings on him before, and it gives me like he doesn't really feel anything, which is why he's like more likely to provoke, more likely to want chaos, because it's just very numb. Like, considering what's going on in his life right now, I should already feel some energy that would make me feel ungrounded. I don't really feel much of anything, if I'm being honest. I think he's bothered by the fact that it's almost like I didn't expect this to affect me. I didn't think, it's almost like push Blake into the front. Don't look at me. I'm just the producer. No, my hand's not really in it like you think it is. And he really just thought that his charm was going to keep people from questioning him. It's almost like, well, yeah, everyone's going to think Blake is a bitch because she's so chaotic in her emotions. A little projection there, bud, because you don't really feel. Like, I don't want to compare the two because it's very, very different. But when I read for Diddy all of those times, I have a whole ass playlist on that, I didn't really feel much of anything. I'm kind of getting that same feeling. He is bothered, though, that people are trying to cancel him. That is one thing. He did not see it coming. I love how this thumbs down hides the mother and the kid. So it's almost like, oh shit, the repercussions of my actions is actually coming. I don't think there's this arrogance to him where it's like, I'll just make my woman take the fall for it. I'll just make the people around me take the fall for it. I got too much money. You can't. It's a lot like Diddy. Now, that doesn't mean that he's like doing the nasty shit, but it's that arrogance. The no one's ever got me before. Yeah, I'm hearing the song Can't Touch This. Da-na-na-na. He's very arrogant. He's very, you're not going to get me. You're not going to get me. Yep. Yeah, this is like, because what's her face? Sorry, channel no brain. Because Blake is a Virgo. That's actually her. It's like I push her out to make her look like she's in control when really I'm in the background calling the shots. I'm seeing like a puppet master. So it's like, wait a second. How are people figuring out that I'm involved? But because all the lawsuits are getting really ugly, now he's being called out. And so it's like, I got to keep making sure that they look at Blake. That's kind of fucked up. I'm going to be honest. It's like, no. I'm still a great guy. You're getting it wrong. Is he like quiet right now? Because I feel like he feels he's going to win in the court system. So he really isn't all that worried. But honestly, he feels so melancholy that I don't know that he feels much of anything anyway. It's really weird. Bro, one thing I'll tell you, he will sell Blake out if he has to. I could see him, I don't know if he's necessarily going to do this because he likes that Blake is someone who will do whatever he says, like getting stabbed in the back. That's kind of her. But one thing is, I'm hearing Cardi, I think it's Cardi, fuck with my money, might as well spit in my food. If it were to get so bad, he would hang Blake out to dry. Like, he would totally, in a heartbeat, hang her out to dry. It's all about the money for him. It's all about the Benjamins is what I'm hearing. So if he needs to leave her, he will. He's got contingency plan upon contingency plan upon contingency plan. You know how apparently Diddy's not all that bothered right now? Like, he's in jail and he's still somehow feeling like he's going to get out of this. I kind of get that same energy from Ryan, where it's just like, I got enough money. I'll take care of this. They're not going to cancel me. They still love me. The women are still in love with me. A very grandiose sense of self. If this man isn't sociopathic, he's definitely, per my opinion, narcissist. New career, who this? I feel like his move is always like to start something new to get you to look in a different direction. I almost wonder if the Mint Mobile thing happened while there was some sort of transition, because it's almost like with the new career, who this, when tensions arise, he throws shit out into the, Google sphere, YouTube sphere, all of that shit, so that we don't question it. Because think about how TikTok has proven that, like, you have 3 seconds to get someone's attention. Otherwise, we're very short attention span, our society. And I think he knows that. So in his energy, it's like, I'm really not all that worried. If I got to hang out Blake to dry, I'll do it. And he's kind of doing that by not really saying anything. You know what I mean? It's almost like he thinks he's untouchable because of how much money he has. So is he a sociopath? Jury's hung jury is what I'm just hearing. Hold on. I can't quite. I feel like he has bouts of anger, though, so I don't know. Do sociopaths get angry? I don't feel sadness, though. I don't feel like even in the Eight of Cups, it's more like that's Blake's sadness. She's getting stabbed in the back. I almost feel like I don't know what's already come out. I've been off social media for a little bit now, just for like a mental health shit after my own shit. And it kind of feels like he's watching social media take down Blake. So it's like, oh well. Like, he's just not that worried. It's really weird. Like, he should be a little bit more concerned about his image. But in his mind, it's like, you know that arrogant dude that's like, I'm hot, everybody wants me, so like I'm unfazed, like I'll just get another one. Like, that's kind of his energy right now. It's like, if I have to switch up careers, if I have to play another role, I don't think this man even knows who he is, if I'm being real. Like, other than a businessman, he's not a person. And I think we see this in Hollywood as a whole, right? They have to play a persona, and they inevitably, especially if they come in this young, they lose themselves. So they don't really know who they are. I don't feel like Ryan knows who he is, other than like being a businessman who uses women as a means to an end. He's just not much of a feeler. Like, if anything, I think it's more of a shock that people want to cancel him too. But in that same moment that I want to say that he's shocked, it's like, I can switch the narrative. It's going to be fine. Like, he's not worried about it. He's totally content with Blake taking the fall. Knight of Wands in reverse. Oh my God. His only real concern right now is Taylor, because of how much backing she has. That's his only concern. It's like, if Taylor, I almost wonder if he's had conversations with Blake where it's like, you need to calm things over with Taylor. You need to make sure that you two are good, because you know Taylor's got a lot of pull. I think his only real worry right now is if Taylor were to say some shit about him. But other than that, he's just so his energy's so weird. Like, honestly, like, I do a lot of client readings. I get into their energy, and then I end up feeling really anxious, or I take on their emotions. I don't feel much of anything right now. It's weird. Like, I think this isn't the first time I've said this too, where I'm asking my guides, I'm like, what's going on? They're like, nothing. Nothing's going on. You're channeling him. I feel, and in his energy, I don't feel anything. I almost wonder if, like, do we know anything about his childhood? Like, there's just something here where there's just no emotion. Like, was there a lot of children, so he didn't get attention, so he learned early on to just not feel? Or was he like spoiled brat, so he learned to get whatever he wanted? Because there's something here where, like, I don't think he had a normal childhood, because there's something off. Like, it could be his brain. Like, I would assume that's how sociopathy and narcissism works, but his energy is very fucking weird, guys. I really can't explain this. Like, if I have anybody that reads tarot, I would invite you to pull on his energy, because it's fucking weird. Like, that's the only way I know how to describe it. It's weird. But he's really worried about Taylor saying something. That's one thing he's concerned about. It's like, Taylor has her Swifties. I don't need that smoke. Like, that's kind of the vibe. He's also pissed at, what's his face? Oh my God, spirit help. The dude from Jane the Virgin, Justin Baldoni, thank you. He's worried because it's like, Justin comes off as a stand-up type of guy, where it's like, speaking my truth, wanting to fight for, like I said in the very beginning, and then you guys told me that apparently he went through some sort of like domestic stuff. Ryan knows that Justin is more hearty. He has emotion, right? He's very invested in this, but this energy's so fucking weird. I wish I could put you guys in this. I know I just keep saying it, but it's like, I'm void of emotion. There's no empathy in this guy. That's per my opinion, no facts, none whatsoever. He doesn't feel anything. Go on with Justin, though. Come on, continue. He really, really wants to drain Justin of his money. He wants to get him out of the industry. He's pissed because Justin made everyone have to take a look at who Ryan really is. And so he's like, okay, then you'll never be in the industry again. I'll blacklist you if I have to. And again, there's something coming out about they've wanted the rights to this movie for the longest. Like, I think that was the beginning of this feud. I think deep down, Blake wanted to take over ownership of the rights to the movie because it was a book series. And Ryan was the puppeteer trying to help that move along. I think they had a moment. I think you guys have said that it's come out now. There's video proving that Blake wasn't so, yeah, I'm hearing, I'm not that innocent. I think she had the hots for Justin. You know, in her defense, in their defense, if you're put in that position where you have to pretend to be sexually attracted to someone on scene and embody that, you're going to blur the lines. Like, I'm hearing Justin Timberlake blurred lines. So I do think he's jealous of Justin, almost because, like, he can't be like Justin. It's like, he doesn't know how to feel. This is so weird. Like, I'm hearing Lil Wayne never knew how to love. This man will hang anyone out to dry so you don't look at him. Oh, man. He's going to do anything in his power to make sure that Justin is out of the game. Out of the game. He knows the game. He feels like he can do whatever he can. He's like, people love me. People worship me. I got everything I ever wanted. I never had to work hard for. I mean, I'm sure he had to work hard. I'm not saying that. But it's like, what is this pull that Ryan has? This is really fucking weird. Spirit, can you help me? This is... Okay. Eight of Cups, halt in progress, Nine of Cups, friction. A part of him enjoys... Oh, this is fucked up. A part of him enjoys watching Blake fall apart. Again, because he's someone who doesn't feel... So when people are in pain, he enjoys it. Didn't you guys say something? Because I made a comment about, like, this is the type of dude that would laugh if a kid fell. And then you guys literally said there was an interview where he, like, hit a kid or he slapped a kid for that movie. He enjoys when people are struggling. I don't know it worries me because of how much power this dude has. He doesn't feel. He's bordering on sociopathy. This is weird. But it's weird because, like, okay. People that are sociopaths, do they find enjoyment in people's pain? Because I do feel him enjoying the fact that Blake is struggling.
I'd be mad too if I was you, baby. So
I don't know if you guys just heard that. That was my alarm. Yeah, and then that alarm just playing right now. I'd be mad too if I was you, baby. So shut up. Like, he's got a very, very grandiose sense of self, and it's like he enjoys when other people hurt. Like, I'm being drawn to, like, how he couldn't get Scarlett Johansson to just, like, follow script of, like, what he wanted, because he's very control freak. You do as I say. Very acts like a parent instead of a husband. I don't feel love in his energy. It's so weird. Every time I read him, I feel like I'm not connecting to my spirit guides, but in reality, it's because I connect through empathy and I feel none. It's almost like he's getting some sort of rise out of, like, I see Blake coming home and, like, freaking out and being overwhelmed. And I see him being irritated with that, but then at the same time, like, getting his rocks off is what I just heard. I think I'm butchering that. But it's like he enjoys her pain. He enjoys when people are struggling. It's like a little kid, like the bully on the playground. That's the vibe. He's like the bully on the playground. This is really fucking weird. What? How's this guy got? I mean, this is how he's gotten so far. But, like, you know. Ego and pride. Yeah, not shocking. Ace of Wands. This is like, bitches love me. You know, worst case scenario, I'll find another woman that'll be submissive to me. Like, this guy's not bothered. I can build something else from scratch. I'm not worried about it. I'm a megastar. What are you going to do? Like, that's, his energy's so arrogant. What? Okay, bad investment. What about it? Okay, anxiety. Everything I built. There's, like, a part of him sometimes that gets worried, but he's so emotionally detached from life that it's like, Like, I just heard DJ Khaled, another one. It's like, I'll fix it. Like, I'll just do something else. They'll be distracted by tomorrow. I'll start a new business, a new endeavor. That'll be put all over Google because I got a guy on the inside. They all do. and then you guys will move on. Like, I think the only person that's stressed out is Blake. And I think he has a mixture of, like, irritation towards her for being stressed out, because it's like, get out of, yeah, I just heard the song, move, bitch, get out the way. Like, he just does not like emotion. It's like he sees it as weakness. He doesn't see that there's a point for emotion. I almost wonder, my LGBT people, be careful, because I almost wonder if he might try to pull a stunt where I feel a new endeavor coming to distract us. I don't know if it's going to be to, like, support the LGBT people or to support children or something like that, but it's like he knows how to turn money into making it look like he cares about the average person, but all I'm hearing is, like, kickbacks and more money, and he just sees everything as an opportunity. You know how some people think that even bad publicity is good publicity because you're being talked about? Brian's like, you're not going to cancel me. I'm not cancelable, so why would I be worried? He's got the same arrogance as Diddy. It's fucking weird. Okay, so what's going on with him and Blake then? Bro, this man is so emotionally... He is void of empathy. I mean, if sociopaths can feel anger, then all right, maybe. Oh, there they are. Look at that. Look at that. Right there. Water sign, earth sign. That's these two. He might even pull the whole, like, I'll push up that I'm a dad. Put that into the atmosphere some more. And again, it's like, make it look like Blake was worried about money. Make it look like Blake was worried about everything. You know what? I hate to say it because I really don't personally care for Blake, because there's been enough to show that she's kind of a mean girl. So I think we could call a spade here, allegedly. But I think he would flip it and be like, well, Blake runs everything. I'm just this dad that, you know, just tries to support my wife and blah, blah, but he's full of shit. He's full of shit. He's very calculated. He's a Scorpio, right? That makes sense. Not saying all Scorpios, but when you have that Mars energy, it's that anger, it's that fire, it's that scorpionic, I'll bite you, I'll snap at you if I have to get my needs met. And I think Blake is just trying to hold on for fucking dear life. I think she thinks that he's going to back her because it's like, well, we got enough money. We'll be able to do what we got to do. But he would throw her out to dry if it meant keeping his career on lock. But he's not even worried about it. It's like, whatever, we'll get the rights to the movie and then people will move on. They love me. People adore me. Why would they stop? Like, I feel so arrogant in his energy. The fool. Yeah, it's like, you know what? One thing I'll say, because this pisses me off, so I'm going to have to say it. He thinks that we're fucking stupid. And so he's like, I'll throw something new at you. You guys will love that and you'll love me all over again. And I won't have to say, I'll save face and you'll never make me have to deal with the consequences of my actions. He has no intentions of admitting he's a bad guy, admitting that he hurt people. I think his only fucking concern is if Taylor were to use her Swifties to cancel him. That is literally only thing that I could feel him being worried about. And it's only because she is above him. It's almost like he sees women as beneath him, so he doesn't really take them seriously at all. But because Taylor Swift is a megastar, and I feel like Taylor and Blake have had conversation, I think Taylor, because, you know, when you don't take your own advice, you're pretty good at giving it. So I think she's had conversations with Blake where she's like, hey, yo, like, this isn't really cool. He treats you like shit. He makes you like you're falling on the sword and you weren't even the one. Like, I don't know that Blake was originally the one that wanted the rights. I almost wonder if, like, she kind of fucked around with the idea and then Ryan, like, he just feels like a battery pack in her. And one thing I'll say, I really need to say it, he feels like we're stupid. He feels like we're really dumb and we're manipulatable. My channel's on, my brain not so much. You know what I'm trying to say. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about us. He will play the part. Have you ever watched a Mint Mobile commercial where he's very monotone and it seems like it's supposed to be kind of quirky and funny? I would say that's who he really is. I don't think it's a character where he's quirky. Like, this energy is so weird. I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me here. Help me, Spirit. I don't know how to word something like this. Have you ever watched his Mint Mobile commercial where he just talks in a monotone and it's supposed to be funny? But I think that's actually how dead inside he really is. Like, this wouldn't shock me if he's the type to just do whatever he can to make money because he doesn't feel anything. Sociopathy, yeah, it's possible. This is like throw the sword, throw the rock, hide the hand. I think that Blake is like fucking stressed, next level stressed. And she's like, why aren't you helping me? Like, why aren't you supporting me? And I feel like he's a real good gaslighter. So he's like, well, maybe if you didn't do this and maybe if you didn't jump on it right away, like very much no accountability. He'd be the one to be like, we should try to steal the rights to Justin's movie. Then this falls apart. And then she freaks out and goes to him because it was his idea in the first place. And then he gaslights her for being emotional. He does not like emotion. He doesn't get it. He doesn't like it. He thinks Blake is weak. He thinks all women are weak, allegedly, per my opinion. No facts here. I think him and Scarlett, they had a lot of fights because she fought back. She was not about it. She knew. I think she feels like she dodged a bullet. And I would agree. And I think Ryan is very calculated. So it's like if it got to the point where people were up in arms the way they are towards Blake, he'd hang her out to dry. He would. He's got contingency plan upon contingency plan. He will throw all the money at it because his ego is just that big. Like, you know how sometimes, especially when we look at Taylor Swift readings, like sometimes it's just better to be like, you know what? I fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm taking accountability. Let's reach a settlement. Let's just get over it. He don't see life that way. Yeah, I'm hearing all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Like, that's how he operates. It's like, I have to win at all costs. What, can I get into his childhood, Spirit Team? This is fucking weird. Did he struggle in childhood? Like, was he... Hold on. This is weird. Do we know anything about his childhood? Because I almost wonder if that's bullshit too. Like, he's got so much money, maybe what we've heard isn't true. Because there's something weird about the childhood. And I can't quite pick it up. What is this, Spirit? What's going on with his childhood? This had to be the type of kid where either, like, he had a lot of siblings, so he didn't get attention. So he learned really early on to be void of empathy so that he could get his needs met by throwing a fit or being manipulative. Honestly, guys, I'm struggling because I do not understand this energy, like, at all. It's fucking weird. Okay, so I had to do a quick Alexa, please answer. Apparently he has siblings, so I almost wonder if he's like the youngest or something like that, because there's some sort of like chaos in his childhood that leads to him shutting down because he realized very early on in life that his emotions wouldn't do him any good. Like, did he have a deadbeat dad? Did he have a dad that was really hard on him? Because it's almost like he learned really early on that you can't trust anybody. You can't rely on anybody. You know what this is reminding me of? The scene from Step Brothers where they try to kill each other. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but that's what I'm seeing. What is up with the family? This is kind of giving me this vibe of like painting a perfect image, but in the home it's yeah, what's that song from Pink where it's like, in our family portrait we look pretty happy, we look pretty normal. Let's go back to that. But it's kind of alluding to like, it was chaos. Yeah, because now I'm being drawn to like songs with Eminem where it's like his mom made him a victim of Munchausen syndrome. Like, if they say his childhood was good, I call bullshit. I really don't know. But I feel like he couldn't be himself very early on, and so he suppressed it. And then it grew into resentment, which then grew into a cold, detached. I think something bad happened in childhood. Like, it could be like abuse, like physical abuse maybe. Like, you know what I'm being drawn to is like old school dads with a belt. Like, was he hit? Allegedly. Because I feel like he learned really early on to survive emotions. They do not benefit you. And the sad thing is, when you learn that very early on, there comes a point in your life where you have an opportunity to deal with that shit, or eventually your heart's going to shut off. And I think with Ryan, his heart shut off. He didn't ever really deal with it. He didn't come to terms with it. I wouldn't be shocked if he never went to therapy or anything like that. If they say that he had a beautiful childhood, I call bullshit. Because all he did was ask Ziggy about if he had family, and it said he had brothers. So was he the youngest? Because, like, there's something here where, like, the family looked good on the outside. It wouldn't shock me if he had the type of father that's like, smile for the cameras. I hit you with a belt last night because you wanted food and you were hungry, but don't you dare go telling anybody. Like, there's something really fucked up here. I don't like this. And so he shut off. Honestly, as much as I don't like Ryan after reading for him, hurt people. You know what I mean? And I feel like in his very early formative years, he probably saw some shit. Like, I think his dad was mean. And I think, you know how, because I'm being drawn to, like, all the rom-coms where, like, they bring the girl home and he has, like, 5 brothers and they all play, like, really aggressive football. Like, I'm being shown that. Like, I wonder if from young, like, you know, because he's a Scorpio, so that's water, so that's emotion. But then if you're surrounded by a bunch of boys, and let's say your dad is emotionally cruel, you're going to learn really early on your emotions don't benefit you, even though you are emotional. Even if you are a Scorpio, that's water, that's emotion. But I think he had to shut it down really, really early. And instead of, like, going to therapy, working through that, he just realized, what are emotions going to do for me? He got cold. And I think he learned really early on that he could make money being cold. And so he was like, well, at least my trauma gave me something. Like, he's just kind of dead inside. Was his mom not in the picture? Or is there rumors that, like, his mom and dad fought or something? Like, I don't know. Was the mom in the picture? Because it's like, I don't think he had anybody to support him when he was a child. Like, emotionally speaking. I'm not saying, like, he could have had a father that had a lot of wealth, but emotions, this is like, you know how the old school, not all boomers, but the old school, like, your parents didn't say I love you. Like, that wouldn't shock me if he had a dad that did not say I love you. And I feel like he was, like, spanked or something, like hit with a belt, something like that. Like, I honestly, okay, now I'm starting to have a little bit of empathy for him. I got to admit that. His childhood was bad. It was bad. Like traumatic bad. Like, can you be a sociopath because of PTSD? Because I think he has PTSD. I know PTSD. I got it. So something's not right here. And honestly, I hate to say it, while he's an adult and he should have worked on it, if you ignore it for a long, long time, it becomes your normal. And unfortunately, I think he just kind of dealt with never receiving love the way he should have. And then he just turned it off because it was like, this doesn't, and then you end up becoming your abuser. I think his dad was allegedly, no facts here, abusive and manipulative. And he just kind of followed suit. This is sad. Actually, now I'm sad. Because he's never dealt with it. Like, I keep being drawn to be honest, I don't know. It's like, from an early age, it's like, I don't even, like, I wonder if his dad was the type, because I'm being drawn to, like, alcoholic fathers, where, like, they come home from work and you don't know what version of them you're going to get. Like, are you in a good mood? Or are you in a bad mood? I almost wonder if his nervous system was, like, it was so fucked up, because it's like, I'm preparing for what version of my father I'm going to get. I wonder if the brothers were, like, very roughhousey. Because I just keep seeing movie scenes where, like, the brothers beat on each other. And it's like, oh, this is heartbreaking. I kind of want to cry. I'm seeing a really young version of Ryan. Like, I would say, like, maybe 5 years old. And I think this is an actual thing that happened, because I'm getting the full body chills and I want to cry. I'm seeing a little boy. It's Ryan. He's got to be under 7. He's hiding in a closet. Oh, I want to cry. No, this is like spirit's telling me this is a real thing. This happened. He's hiding in a closet from his dad and his brothers. And I see his dad, like, ripping him out of the closet and hitting him. And it's like, I don't even feel safe in my own home. Oh. Honestly, I understand the hate for Ryan. I get it, but I don't think you understand what he's been through. This is traumatic. Like, there is a little boy in there that just doesn't know how to come out. Like, I think I wouldn't even be shocked if he got so cold that he ended up hurting things and people because that's just all he knew. And it's the only way he knew how to survive. Like, this is sad. This is fucking sad. Like, I know I started this with, like, Ryan's a dick, but now that I'm really kind of diving into the why, this is devastating. If they say that his father was good, I call bullshit. And where's the mom? Because I don't really feel a mom around. So if the mom was around, either she knew to step on eggshells or whatever, or she wasn't there at all. Because everybody's afraid of the dad. And you got kids running amok. And everybody's aggressive. Everybody's afraid of dad. I see Ryan actually being sensitive very young in life, actually. That's one thing I'll say. Like, the developmental years, y'all know I always mention this. The first 7 years of your life, you're in a hypnotic state. So you're perceiving the world around you, and then it becomes concrete. So if you have a father that you can't predict his emotions and he's going to hit you, and you don't even know why, because why the fuck are you being hit at under 7 years old? Like, I feel like he was taught to grow up super fast, don't have emotions. If you, like, oh my God, I'm hearing like, if you cry, I'm going to give you something to cry about. And I see him getting smacked in the face. Like, I don't know if he's talked about this, but I feel like his dad abused him. I can't shake it. I'm just going to have to say it. Per my opinion, I'm just a wacko that talks to the dead. No facts here. See, this is why it's hard. This is why I don't like talking complete shit about people, because I guarantee if we did a deep dive into what's his face, Diddy, we'd get something similar, right? There's rumors that his mom was evil. Hurt people, hurt people, hurt people, hurt people. Who knows what his dad went through to make him that cold? But I see a young Ryan that at one point his brain was like, in order for me to function, I got to turn my emotions off to survive. And when you do it that young, that's all you know. You can't get out of that after that. So, I don't even know where to go from here. I feel so bad. Is he ever going to get better? Like, I kind of want to know that. Is he ever going to get better? Okay, grief. Not if he's got money. Because it's his norm now. I mean, there's definitely family trauma. Like, big family trauma. He shut off real young to survive. Look at the little heartbreak on that. I don't think he even likes to talk about his childhood. I wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't talk about it often. Or he, like, laughs it off or something. Like, I think that's why he makes jokes all the time. It's because it's like, that's the only time I can pretend to feel anything. This was a survival mechanism. This man has, like, full-blown PTSD, for my opinion. Let's just kind of change. Energy. You know, ironically, and this is kind of how it works for people like this, if he were to get canceled, the one thing that he really depends on, his foundation, is money. If that were to fall apart, he'd have to face his emotions, and that would ironically be the best thing for him, would be getting canceled. Because you know what it's reminding me of? Remember how, what's his face? Charlie? That's not his real name. What the fuck is his name? The dude that was in 2.5 Men. I love him. Oh my God. When he went on that whole cocaine bender and he's like, winning. Oh my God, I feel so dumb. What is his name? Hold on, let me pause. I can't. I'm blanking, guys. Once I'm channeling, my brain just stops working. The guy that was in 2.5 Men got canceled. He was on a cocaine thing, whatever. When he got canceled, he ended up getting sober, and then he ended up finding himself. Now he has a podcast. He's not super famous anymore, but he started to feel his feelings and deal with his shit. I feel like that is something that would have to happen for Ryan to kind of like get in touch with himself, because the money has kind of solidified his sense of self. And that's kind of why he's such a dick. But if you go backwards, the why is the childhood. So long as he has money, he's never going to change. He's too far gone. That's really sad. This is really sad. I have a newfound, like, I'm not going to hate on him after this anymore. I see a little boy hiding in a closet, terrified of his father. Like, nervous system terrified, and I have no one to go to. My brothers are calling me weak. They're calling me sensitive because I'm scared. So I act out because I don't even know how to be a human. And I think he really buries it because he just doesn't want to deal with it. So it's like, you know how you feel a void inside, so you go outside of yourself to fill that? I think he's been doing that for so long that that's all he knows. More money, more money, more money, more money, more money, more women. I wouldn't be shocked if he cheats on Blake. I've said that before. There's a void that he'll never fill until he deals with his emotions. I mean, look at the sadness on this guy's face. And I think, full circle moment here, I think that's why he's jealous of Justin. Because Justin feels. Justin went through something, some sort of domestic thing with a girlfriend. You guys had told me about that. And Justin feels. And any man that feels in front of Ryan, he sees as a threat. Because it's like, I was taught that that's not okay. Why do you get to feel? Why are you passionate? And I think when they had the chemistry, Blake and Justin had that chemistry, it pissed him off. Because it's like, deep down in him, there's this abandonment wound where it's like, I was never good enough the way that I was. So I had to curate a version that worked for everybody else. And, he's good looking, so that worked out for him. And then he was climbing with his money because he has no emotion. So it's easy. Move, bitch, get out the way. That's what I'm hearing. But he will always be jealous of a man with feelings because he doesn't know how to feel his. And it goes back to childhood. And that's why he takes it out on everybody else. And this is a lesson to all of us, right? If you don't deal with the shit in your past, you're going to become the very thing that hurt you. And he became the very thing that hurt him. He's following in his father's footsteps. Jesus. What's the back deck energy? Illusionment. Eggshells. He's got a lot of suppressed anger, a lot of suppressed pain, an inner child he'll never let free. Because he feels like this is how he's going to survive. I feel like this is a lesson for all of us. If you got pain, please deal with that shit. You're valid in your emotions. He doesn't feel like he's valid in his, and so he became the very thing that hurt him. I keep being shown a very vivid image. It's like those closet doors where like you have the little, I don't know how to explain it. The little wooden things where you can see out. There's like crevices where you can see out of it. It's like I'm looking through the door and I'm waiting for my dad to come hit me. I'm waiting for my dad to come beat me. I'm waiting for my brothers to come beat the shit out of me. It's like this man was fucking destroyed as a kid. So how was he going to be better? There was no way. There was no way. He had to survive. And yeah, you could argue, well, go to therapy, but when you were trained early on that emotions are weakness, you're going to have that war with yourself. You are what you know. And if you don't unlearn that, then what else can you possibly expect? All right. I don't even know where to. I feel so sad. Honestly, I think we should pray for him. I know a lot of you are going to be like, fuck this guy. And I'm really going to be bummed for the people that didn't watch this entire reading because now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. I don't think he knows how to care for himself. I think he learned early on just to survive. That's why these people do as well as they do in the industry. If you were treated like shit and you learn to cut off from your emotions, you're going to get further in this industry. This is a statistic. Like that's fact. Narcissism and sociopathy are the people that run the country and the world. CEOs. They're rewarded because they can stomp on other people. So while yes, Ryan Reynolds is a douche, and yes, he treats women like shit, I hate to say it, but to an extent, he doesn't know any better. He doesn't know any better. Can this ever get in a good place, Spirit? This sucks. I'm gonna go over. Fuck it. Vulnerability. He'd have to lose his job. He'd really have to lose everything. He doesn't know how to celebrate himself. He doesn't know what a win feels like. When he gets more, he doesn't feel anything. It's like, okay, another one. DJ Khaled up in the house. He doesn't feel. This, honestly, I hate to say this, but this is the type of dude that, all of a sudden you find out in the news that he took a gun to his head. I think this man is actually in more pain than we know about. He just doesn't acknowledge it. He just shoves it so far back there, but those are the type of men that snap. Kill his family, kill himself. He's not okay. He's not okay. Yeah, childhood. What did I say? Fuck, man. The justice scales are reversed. I don't know. I don't see this getting in a better place. Unless he was canceled, then there's no way he'll let that happen because the money is... This is why he's so obsessed with the money. Because that's the only thing that makes him feel anything. It's like, that's all I know how to do. This is why I manipulate. I got it from my father and my family. Where's the mother? Like, that's what I want to know. Where the fuck's the mom? Because I don't feel her energy. Maybe, you know, she was subservient to him if she was around, because this guy seems terrifying. I think the dad was horrible. Like, I just keep being shown, like, yeah, I'm hearing this city high, what would you do if your son was at home? I almost wonder if the mom avoided it or left, or... Ryan had no one as a kid, y'all. Like, two things can be true at the same time. Hurt people. I don't know where else to... Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. He just banks on the illusion of him so that he can just survive. This is really sad. He never got to be a child. I think that's why he acts like one. Because he never got to be one. He walked on eggshells his whole life as a child. And then it was like, nope, never again. I'm going to build up myself so that no one ever hurts me. And I think this is why he likes to control women, because this is what he saw. He saw his dad control people. Maybe the wife, the mom, I don't know. I don't feel her energy in here. And he just uses whatever he can to distract himself. This is fucking sad. I'm gonna leave it alone. I think y'all should share this with people that say fuck Ryan Reynolds, because honestly, this gave me a very different perspective. Like, I just keep hearing the song City High, what would you do if your son was at home? If you guys don't know that song, look up the lyrics. It's about trying to make ends meet and life being bad. Like, I really feel like Ryan went through it as a kid, and while it's not okay how he treats people, you got to look at the insides. You know what I mean? What happened to his heart to make him that way? And honestly, it's pretty sad. So I'm going to leave it here, besties. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok if it's not banned. I will be opening readings probably this week. I will be sending out emails to people on the wait list. So if you emailed me back in November or December, keep an eye out for your email, because I'm going to open up slowly but surely. And yeah, if you guys like my song, don't forget to go on my website. It's at a fair price, I think. And check out my new music. And I think we should pray for Ryan, because I'm sad. Like, I know I'm going to leave this reading and I'm going to want to cry. Like, I want to cry already, because there's a little boy inside of him that I think all he saw was abuse very, very early on. And that's fucking sad. You become what you know if you don't acknowledge the pain that you've been through, and he became what he knew. And that's what that is. So, yeah. I'm going to leave it here, besties. Don't forget to hit that like button. Leave a comment down below if you made it till the end. How do you feel about Ryan now? Tell me what you think, because, I don't know. That felt very full circle for me. Of course he's going to dislike someone like Justin. Justin's all heart. I'm not saying he's perfect, but he was very passionate about bringing light to domestic abuse, whereas someone like Ryan, who, per my opinion, dealt with that himself, abuse, but doesn't want to look it in the eye, that's going to be triggering. So, of course, someone like Justin Baldoni is going to be triggering for him. He's got emotion towards it. He wants to defend and fight for something like that, whereas Ryan's like, put it in the back of my head. I don't ever want to think about it again. That's pain. That's why people act the way that they do. So, yeah. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Go to therapy if you need it. There's nothing wrong with that. I've had a therapist for years just to make sure I'm on the right path. It's useful, you know? Don't become what hurt you. Love you guys. I'm sorry if I'm bummy. That was just so sad. I did not expect that. And yeah, let me know what you guys want for next week for videos. Let me know in the comments, or when I post a new poll. I'll probably do it sometime this weekend. But yeah, love you guys. I'm out. This is depressing. I'm going to go watch something happy. Or sit in my grass. That's a good idea. And maybe you guys should do the same. Love you guys. Take care.
Life's complicated, we all have our faults. The more we are separate, we close off our hearts. No vulnerability and we can't connect. Lean on our vices to try and forget that we're only human, we all want the same. Egos and pride differ when we're to blame. Now you're alone in is asking God why. Imagine what happened if we simply tried.